We've just arrived in the village of Gольмовский, and we've come here today to investigate the sites where a woman was killed last night by Ukraine shelling. And we've not yet made it to that location because on our way here, just 6 o'clock this morning, just 2 hours ago, this 5-story building on the street of hospital number 25 was hit by a shell. And we've spoke to the residents here, and they tell us that, as always, these shells came from Ukraine-controlled territory. They tell us that it's Ukraine forces that are firing on this civilian area, just like the last 4 years. And we can see here, this shell impacted here and came from that direction, Ukraine-controlled territory. It's clear the shell impacted here and the shrapnel came across this way.
У нас вообще стали каждое утро и вечером бить, и ночью. Постоянно бьют. Вы сейчас слышали, то же самое, днем бьют. Ну, постоянно бьют.
Это была такая страсть.
Очень страшно.
Это такая была страсть. Вчера это с вечера началось, мы сидели тут на лавочке, летело, шуршало, ничего не понятно, куда оно летело. А ночью и утром это невозможно. Мы не можем тут уже дальше. Мы не можем.
Да.
Оно
Помогите
попало
нам,
к нашему, попало к нам в крышу. В крышу к нам же тоже попало. Вот. Вон под этим первым подъездом попало под дом. Прям под домом вон. Как тут дальше жить?
Пол 6 утра, дети в школу собираться, как нам жить, помогите.
Садики не работают, эти самые школы не работают. Как вот дальше нам жить? Как?
Школа не работает. Да?
Все закрыли сегодня. Куда работать, если
Мы боимся, что наши дети выйдут из дома, и прилеты начались и средь бела дня, и вечером. И мы боимся вообще, всего боимся. Вот сейчас вышли, вот мы не можем, может даже сейчас прилететь. В любой момент.
Мы вчера сидели
нам.
тихо, спокойно, вот соседка сидели еще раз, говорю, боже, тихо, и такая красота, пахнет все. Только проговорили, и с той стороны так летит. Боже, мы в двери еле попали. Это страсть. Это просто, ребята, это страсть. Ну вы это все видите. Все это вы знаете.
Мы хотим, чтобы вы, услышали нас. Может, в России, пускай нам Путин поможет. Ну дальше так невозможно жить. Нас убивают, нас просто убивают. Больше слов у нас нету. У нас слов больше нету. Мы не можем ничего больше сказать. Мы передаем привет в Россию. Только он нам может помочь.
Вон женщину разорвала на куски.
Молодую, 35 лет.
Молодая. Осталось одно дитя. Родители поумирали. Мать осталась, это самое. Ну, она одна осталась. Теперь дитё сама осталась. Разорвала на куски. 7:30 вечера. Ни с того, вот правильно говорят, ни с того, ни с сего. Как начала там рваться все. Я бегом взяться как раз, бегом домой. Вот они. Били с этой самой. С той стороны Украина. С Магдалиновки. Вот они били с Магдалиновки, потом с Семигорья. И со туда. Вот. Там везде, где стоят ВСУ, вот с оттуда они.
So это там?
Да, там. С оттуда летело, били дальнобойки. Потому, ну как, это Магдалиновка, это Дзержинский район, это далеко. Значит, били тяжело.
Вот яма дальше.
Мина, как она не долетела вот до него, то вообще было.
А это что? АБСЕ?
Не знаю.
Нет. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, the first, we have to start from yesterday because the first shelling had started yesterday. It was around 7 o'clock in the evening. And I went to my kitchen garden and I was going to plant some tomatoes and to water, and I have been laying there under the tree because it started to shell. So, and as for today, there was 5:34 on my phone watch. I'm very nervous.
Oh, it's okay.
And it was very scary. What can I say?
And at 5:34, that's when shelling started?
Shelling started, and we heard some special sounds, like whistling, something like that.
Yes.
And there's such a great big boom. So, and we got probably the first bomb here, the second in our roof, and there are a few, 4 or 3 behind our house. And here, yes, as far as I know, on the 5th floor, if I'm not mistaken, the bomb got into the flat and explored there.
And you live here?
Yes, I live here in this house on the 1st floor.
And all is okay with your home?
Well, this time is okay, but as you can see, my balcony, I don't have much glass there.
And that's from before?
Before, and many times. For the last days, or better to say, week, we've been suffering from this every day.
Yes, and can you say, do you know where the shells are coming from?
As far as I know, this shell could be probably from Ukrainian side. We call it metallist, also kodema. And as you know, in Lugansk there is a big farm. So they're standing there, as we know, and they can shoot from there too.
And there is, I didn't quite, you said a farm, or?
Yes, it's more like a plant. They are growing pigs there and selling meat.
A farm,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
And Ukraine shoots from
they're
there.
standing there, yes.
And Ukraine shoots from the farm?
Yes,
Really?
because they are there.
So the Ukraine shoots from many civilian areas?
Many civilian, yes, they don't care. They don't care about people, they don't care about us, they don't care about everything what's going on here for 4 years.
And can you say, here, is this a civilian area?
Yes, it's a civilian area.
There's no military?
No military.
Okay. Maybe there's anything you want to say to the Ukrainian government or the Western governments?
Well, Ukrainian government do what they want. They think we're terrorists, separatists. They're here, but it's not true. We are civilians. I'm a teacher of English, by the way, so I don't know. I've never wanted this war.
And the Ukrainian military and the President Poroshenko says that there's a Russian regular army.
No way. No way.
I understand. And if you could say something to the Russian President Putin, what would you tell him?
Just stop this craziness.
No,
people are dying.
no, not to Poroshenko, but to President Putin in Russia.
They all have to sit, talk, discuss this problem because it's not normal from both sides. We just want a normal, peaceful life.
What would you say Russian? What is Russia's involvement in this conflict?
Well, I cannot say much about this because I have never seen Russian soldiers here. Have never seen. All guys are local, as I know.
And you've been living here your whole life or no?
Yes, for whole life. And since 2014, I'm living here with my family, with my mother, with my brother, with my friends. They're all here since 2014.
And can I ask your name?
My name is Elena.
This is where the impact was?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the first one or the second, because we were crawling on the floor to get to a better safe place.
And why do you think the reason the Ukraine army is shelling here?
Do they need reason? As they say, we are insects, we must be killed, and etc. All these words, I don't want to repeat them.
And what do you think about the Donetsk People's Republic?
Well, what can I say? It's at the moment it's. I don't remember this word. Непризнанное. Well, hopefully everything will be alright, but they should do something.
As in.
We don't want to be the second Zaitsev. But it's going to be like this.
As far as the village.
It's not far from here. It's not far from here.
So you're saying you don't want your village to destroy?
I don't want this because I understand those people there and I know Zaitsev from since my childhood because my father, from my grannies were living there, and it's destroyed.
As far as the political aspect of the Donetsk People's Republic,
for the last time I'm not watching TV news, radio news. I'm trying to escape from this very tight. I don't know what they're going to do, but they should do something.
Well, what do the people want here?
Peace.
Yeah?
Peace. We want peace. We want to get normal job. We want to be free in our mind. I don't know, minds. Well, we just want to back our normal life. We want to grow children. We want to work.
Do you think it's possible that the Donetsk People's Republic could rejoin Ukraine?
I don't think so.
What do you think a viable alternative would be?
Independence, but it's under very huge question, I would say. I don't know, really. For the moment, I cannot say anything. I'm not a politician.
I understand. And can I ask, did you vote in the referendum?
Yes, I did.
And may I ask what you voted for?
For federalization, as we thought, we would have more freedom.
And then.
That.
And do you believe that Ukraine attacked because of the referendum, or what triggered the war? I should say. What do you believe triggered the war?
Well, it's a difficult question, but I can say that they want to get a total control under everything.
The Ukraine.
Yes.
Do you think the Ukraine government will ever let Donetsk People's Republic and Lugansk People's Republic become independent?
No, I don't think so.
Do you see there's an end in the war?
For now, no, I cannot see. I don't see. I see just shellings, nothing else. There's no hope for now.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We're continue living.
and we've moved forward to Gольmовский lake. And right now we're at the location where Елена was killed by Ukraine shelling last night. We can see the crater here. We can see this beautiful landscape of this lake behind me here. And as we move farther this way, we see where the impacts of the shrapnel hit, the dust thrown up from the shelling. And here we can see still where Elena's blood lays from when I assume they were trying to revive her. She leaves behind a 15-year-old child. We've spoken to her neighbors and the residents here who knew her, and everyone in this village is very upset about the events of the last 24 hours. Elena was killed, and two large apartment buildings took heavy damage. And we've spoke to the occupants of these buildings, and they explained in great detail where the shells came from. They came from Ukraine territory. And as we can see here, this shell came from Ukraine territory in the same direction. And these residents here are afraid that their village is going to become similar to Zaitsevo. We're not very far from Zaitsevo. In Zaitsevo, it's under very intense shelling. Every home has damage there. And these people that live here want something to be done because they're living under this shelling, they're dying, and they're being injured on almost a daily basis. And one woman made a comment how yesterday it seemed so quiet and she felt very relaxed, and then just an hour later the shelling started and someone died, and then this morning their homes were gravely damaged. So as always, I'm Patrick Lancaster here on the ground reporting on the Ukraine war. So please like this video, subscribe, share this video across all social media, and help me continue to do my work here in Donetsk People's Republic, because as you know, I am an independent journalist, only funded by you, my viewers. I refuse to work for any agency or channel because I want to show you the truth, not what an editor says is the truth. So please help me with a monthly paid subscription. The information is in the description below. So please help me show the world what's really happening. Let's do it as a team together. The world needs to know.